Hello everyone and welcome to a book talk for The Turn of the Screw, written by Henry James. This is a short story. My particular edition was 124 pages. I actually really enjoyed this one. This is a classic. It is a horror gothic paranormal. For this one, there was an audiobook available. I listened to it through, while I physically read, I listened to it through Audible. It was narrated by Emma Thompson. It was 4 hours and 40 minutes on standard one-time speed. So for this one, we are following, what's the main character's name? So this was, did I write down when it was originally published? I did not. When was this originally published? My edition was published in 2020. I have you sitting on the cat hut, so if it jostles, Polly's playing with a chirping bird. I can't remember. Yeah, you're gonna jostle a little bit. Sorry. It is what it is. Okay, I don't remember when this was published, but we have a new governess for this, for these children, a boy and a girl. The boy, you do find out, was kicked out from school. Their governess is trying to figure out what, or nanny, whatever you want to call her, is trying to figure out why, because the letter saying that he's not allowed back is very vague, so she's trying to find out why. She feels like she sees these people that are kind of ominous. She talks to some of the people that she works with, so her co-workers. And it's decided that she's seeing the ghost of the previous nanny or previous governess, and then the ghost of some... the ghost of some man. And she's like, they're after the children, and can the children see them? That's pretty much the story. There's really, I gotta say, okay, I do like classics. I did have a good time with this one. I was not expecting what happened at the very, very end, which was like on the very last page. And I like it when I'm blindsided by something. But this nanny is... Okay, I gotta show you Polly. Hang on. You having fun? You love that little chirping bird, don't you? That's your favorite toy? I've changed back to my original angle, so you're not going to get jostled nearly as much. Anyway... do we ever really find out the name? I don't remember if we find out the name or if I just forgot her name of the governess. So, but yeah. It was enjoyable. I felt like it was spooky for the time it was written. In fact, let me find out, when was this originally published? Originally published April 16th, 1898. So I think it was very spooky for its time, but today, not so much. I did love the atmosphere. I will give it that. I loved the atmosphere. I did think the writing was very well done. I will definitely be reading more from this author, and just go from there. Now with this being a classic, I don't think there's an about the author in this particular book. I didn't underline anything, so you're just following this governess or nanny, whatever she is, as she is trying to keep the boy and the girl that are in her care, trying to keep them safe, trying to figure out if they're involved in something and to make them stop doing what they're doing, things like that. Yeah. That's pretty much all I can say. There is not an about the author in this particular book, so let me see. Henry James, I'm just going off of some quick facts from Google. Born April 15th, 1843 in New York, New York. Died February 28th, 1916. He was 72. Died in the UK in Chelsea, London. Cause of death, pneumonia. So that's just very brief of what I can tell you. So as far as your content and your trigger warnings, I couldn't personally find anything. As far as representation, I'm going to say there's no representation. Otherwise, just use your imagination. It would be up to you and your imagination. But knowing that this was written in 1898, I don't think there's any representation. Okay. I mean, class differences, yes, but as far as racial diversity or anything LGBT, nothing like that is mentioned. So it would pretty much just be up to your imagination, or you just go, it was written before 1900, so more than likely there's not going to be any racial diversity at all in this, which is more likely the case. Okay, now in case you are still on the fence, we have the following words, in case there's a word that you want nothing to do with in any of your reading. We have the word God 10 times, not in religious context. We have the word queer coming up 15, but it is used as like something is odd. Okay, so it's odd or strange is how it is used. We have the word breast 4 times, but not in a sexual way. It's like laying the child's head against my breast, that type of a thing. We have the word Lord 3 times, not in religious context. We also have that coming up 1 time, used religiously. We do have the word God coming up twice in religious context. We have the word gay 1 time, used as far as something being happy, joyful, something like that. The word damned once and damnation twice. So that's one thing I have noticed with classics. The words gay and queer come up, and they are used in what they used to be used as years and years and years ago as, like I said, queer is odd or strange, and gay is in happy or joyful. And that's how those are generally used. Sometimes there's a combination of it as either used as LGBT or not, but more than likely it is the very original context in that. And then as far as anything else, usually they are pretty clean. I have yet to find a classic that is very sexually explicit. There might be more fade to black scenes, if at all. There's no sex in this. So you don't need to worry about that because that's not the point of the book. But as far as language goes, they're generally very clean. I don't know, very light with the language. So language as far as you don't need to worry about it being rough, but sometimes it can be a little bit more difficult to read as we don't talk like that anymore. So it can be more lyrical, more dense to try to get through. So, and I can definitely understand why some people don't like classics. I think if you're wanting to get into classics and you like things that are gothic and paranormal, this would be a good place to start. I don't think the language is too dense. And I think this is definitely more modern day friendly as far as the language goes. So, yeah, let me know if you've read this. Have you read anything else by Henry James? And is this something that you are intrigued to pick up, or are you just like, classics aren't for me, not doing it? Definitely let me know. Talk to me in the comment section below. And until next time, stay true to yourself and enjoy a good book, and I will talk to you later.